Now comes the Cowboys punter. And no room for error here as his first punt comes from deep in his own end zone. And he's able to get it out of there, and this is a pretty good kick.
I know there's no magnet in the ball, but sometimes for the punt returner, after such a scramble, it sort of feels that way, doesn't it? He has it, he loses it, somehow the ball finds its way back to him.
Atone for his sin, and you know he's taking a deep sigh of relief right now. Thanks to that last play, a little more room to operate. 1st and 10 at the 18.
Now let's go. Blue 90. Blue 90.
They'll run with a backup. This is Williams. And he goes nowhere. He'll lose yardage back at the 17. It's a loss of a yard there, and now 2nd down. Moving backwards on 1st down, never a good thing. What does that do for the mindset on 2nd down?
Well, it changes your play call, definitely, because as a play call, you're advancing yourself thinking, okay, we're going to get a gain here. Now you've got to go back in reverse, come up with something to pick up not just the yardage lost, but gain a few extra.
A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11. On 2nd down, Williams. And he'll take this one up over the 20 to the 21-yard line. 4 yards on the pickup there as they get it back to a more manageable 3rd and 7.
On a 2nd and long, it's really nice to see an offense that has enough confidence to run the football in that situation. I think that goes back to their practice and game planning. They've seen things that they've seen on tape and in previous games that led them to believe that even in a long-distance situation, they can still run the football and gain enough yardage to put themselves in a good spot on 3rd down.
Back to throw. He finds Coleman. A nice pick up there, 10 yards, and it'll move the sticks.
I know many people like to throw to the tight end, maybe in a little flexed out position because he creates mismatches with his size. But slot receivers do the same thing with their quickness, their speed, and their route running savvy.
Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10.
Here we go. Blue 90. Blue 90.
Now a 1st down carry. It's Williams. And not much of an opening there as he's only going to get this to about the 32. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
One thing to keep in mind, partner, especially in the second half, when you've got a running back of this size, of these dimensions, I can just tell you, attrition does set in for a defense because you're excited about hitting him in the first half. Maybe not so much in the second half, and some of these shorter gains turn into bigger runs later.
They'll hand it off now, Williams. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. He'll wind up losing 3. And now it's 3rd down.
Anytime you call an inside running play, you just know there should be a lot of congestion there. You're counting on your offensive line to take control of the line of scrimmage. That didn't happen in this case, and that play got bottled up.
Now let's go. 319. 319.
They'll look to throw. Oh, he almost picked it. Nearly a turnover there on their opening drive. That's a throw he'd like to have back. Now 4th down.
I think we'll see more of them trying to get him the football out of the backfield. They love what he can do in open space, and they believe that he creates mismatches they can exploit.
Now Austin. It'll be a 51-yard punt that time. And the Cowboys will take. Over the football with a 1st and 10. The 4th down run successful. Now they look to pay it off on 1st down. Here's the first carry for Ezekiel Elliott. And he got blown up on that play. Back at the 20. It's a loss of 2 there, bringing up second down.
Well, you had to punt on your first drive, and on the first play of the second drive, you end up going backwards. I would dare say they need something good to happen right here, right now.
So the opening play of the drive goes backwards. Now they'll come up on 2nd and 12. Prescott now on 2nd down. He finds his target, Terrence Williams. And he gets this one just shy of the 40. They'll mark him down at the 39. They call it a gain of 19, and it moves the chains. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. A first down carry by Elliott. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. Back-to-back nice plays, 12 yards that time and a first down.
And there we see an early burst that makes him one of the leading rushers in the league.
Well, I want you to know, I listened to you yesterday when we were watching film. You said write down the word vision for him. It was on display there, wasn't it?
It certainly was, because he allows the blocks to set up in front of him. And if that continues, it'll be a long afternoon for those guys trying to play some defense.
So the drive takes him into Giants territory now, 1st and 10 at the 49-yard line. Boston Scott, his first carry. And that play will go nowhere. Losing yardage back near midfield at the 49. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be 2nd down. Second down, Prescott fighting to stay upright. But now he's swallowed up and taken down. The man they call Snacks, Damon Harrison, in there to sack him, and that is 10 for him now on the year. And they'll need a big play here, will Dak and the Cowboys after the sack. It's 3rd and long. Prescott down. And he's going to go down again. Dalvin Tomlinson in there to drop him, and back-to-back sacks now bring up 4th and long. Out now comes the Cowboys punter as he'll punt it away for the 2nd time. He gets this one away, and boy, it's another boomer. Taking it about the 16. It'll be a net of only 30 here. 40-yard punt, 10 on the return. And it'll be Giant football, 1st and 10. And New York set to take the field. And, you know, certainly a lot of football left to be played. We're not into December yet, but right now where we stand, they're first place in their division. Looking good, looking to be a threat come January.
And let's think about what every team has in their goals. All right? Number 1 goal is what? Make the playoffs. Number 2 goal is win your division. Number 3 goal, and the biggest goal, I think, is to be the highest seed possible that you can be heading into the playoffs so that you can have as many home games as possible to try and get you to the Super Bowl.
And right now fighting for every win possible to try to at least secure home field for the wild card and or divisional round. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Right back to him on 1st down. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. Credit the tackle there to Jordan Lewis. Off the corner. Where'd he come from? Well, I guess he came off the corner, but really nice play.
I like when you're able to pose a question and answer it at the same time. That's exactly where he came from, but it's not something that you normally see. Most of the time, we're thinking about those guys covering pass catchers. In this case, he was a big factor in a run game. No gain.
Now that'll be tipped and intercepted. He's picked off near his own 48, and the return comes to a halt right at the 44-yard line. Well, look at that, Chuck. A rookie picked the rookie on that play.
How about that? Is that rookie-on-rookie crime? But you know what happens, too. If you're a rookie defender, you tend to adjust to the game a little bit quicker than if you're a quarterback. Too many things still going through his mind. And on that play, the rookie defender won the battle.
Again to Elliott. And able to push his way forward here for a good little gain. Alec Ogletree in on the stop.
When we see those runs to the perimeter, when we see those runs to the edge, we think about big breakers, don't we? In this case, it was a modest gain, but it does open up possibilities here on second down.
Let's go. Let's finish now.
And they'll go ground game here with a tailback. And he'll take this one down to the 36. The safety Landon Collins there to make the tackle.
Well, so many times we look at a short run and we praise the offense for trying to set the tempo and establish things, but the defensive guys, hey, they just won the battle there. It wasn't a big run given up. They don't always have to absorb the body blows. Sometimes they dish them out themselves.
And on the ground they go with the running back. And he'll lose yardage on the play back at the 37-yard line. That'll make it 4th down after a loss of 1. The Cowboys will turn it over now to Dan Bailey for the field goal try. This from 54 yards away. And this kick is not going to be close. It's well short, well right to boot. And this will remain a scoreless game.
Everything looks good. Good snap, good hold. Sometimes, though, the ball just doesn't want to go where you want it. And this one winds up no good.
So after the missed long field goal attempt, this offense set up nicely at the 44-yard line. Now they'll run it on the toss. And this one's going to go the wrong way, losing yardage back at the 42. That's going to go as a loss of 2, and it'll be 2nd down. First play of the drive goes the wrong way. Here's 2nd and 12. They stay on the ground. This time it's Williams. He'll be stopped shy of the 45 despite a great move. Give him 2 yards that time, and it's going to leave him with a 3rd and 11 situation.
I do know from experience that when you slow down someone's running game, you're now doing the dictating on defense. And guess what? Now you're getting ready to tee off on their quarterback because they have to throw it all the time. But you still have to be alert for the draws and other plays of that nature to make sure you don't get hurt.
Now on 3rd down, that pass knocked down in the backfield and incomplete.
But, partner, anytime someone tells me that fundamentals are leaving the game, I'm going to show them this play because they couldn't get to the passer. So what do you have to do? Get your hands up in the passing lane, and they batted it away on a 3rd down attempt.
And the punt team on now as this one's sent away. And this is going to hit the goal line and continue on into the end zone for a touchback. Now the Cowboys offense heads back onto the field. And to be frank, they're just in a tough spot. It's only November, already eliminated from playoff contention. I know their fan base doesn't want to hear that, but that's the case. What are they fighting for now going forward?
You know exactly what they're fighting for. It's that word that some people don't want to hear, but it's pride.
Draft. Oh, okay.
Yeah.
I was going to go draft, but pride's better, right?
Well, you know something? You're right, because that's part of it, but that's 2 different mindsets. That's front office mindset, draft position, where are we going to be and what do we need to get? And then the players and the coaching staff right now, pride. Can they win some games and feel better about themselves despite the...
A big seam, and he might go all the way. Touchdown, Cowboys. A big play there with his first career NFL touchdown. And the Cowboys are able to show off their quick strike ability. Extra point up and good by Bailey. And that makes the score 7-0. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. Fielded about a yard deep. A little juke. And he will be brought down here at about the 17-yard line. And here comes the Giants offense back out onto the field. And hoping to do better than they did their last possession when they punted the football.
Appeal to the vanity of your offensive line. Tell them that they control your fate. Leverage guys. Win the line of scrimmage. If you do that, you start to win first down. You win second down. And guess what? You start accumulating first downs. And that's what they need in order to not punt the ball again.
And they'll run it here. They find some open field here. The drive starting with a first down, 11 yards on that pickup.
Well, as we've learned over the years, just because a guy plays left tackle doesn't mean he doesn't have run-blocking abilities, and we just saw it there. Controlled the line of scrimmage, created a big game.
That's kind of a bonus. He's there to protect that high value that you have back under center, but he creates space in the run game.
Yeah, not only can he dance, he can mash, too.
They'll look to throw here on first down. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off by the linebacker, Jalen Smith. And they're going to set up shop at the 27-yard line. That's sort of a second quarter to forget for him. Now 2 picks in this frame.
Almost as if the first one that he threw, he couldn't shake, couldn't get it out of his head. He ends up throwing a second one as a result.
Compounds the mistake a little bit.
Yeah, you got to be able to forget, compartmentalize, whatever you want to call it, and move on. He hasn't been able to do so here in the second.
And forget about finding a lane. He barely had time to look up before he was planted in the backfield. After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11. Now Prescott. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off by Alec Ogletree. And he's going to get this one to the 23-yard line.
Well, timing is everything on a route like this. He tried to drive that football into a tight spot. And if you're a little early or a little late, chances are there's going to be someone there. And sure enough, this one's going the other way.
Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. Blitz coming, and down he goes.
Brandon, if I'm an offensive coordinator and I see an all-out rush like that, I file it away because I'm going to use their aggressiveness against them as this game goes on. I'm going to hit them with a screen soon.
So that complicates things a bit here. 18 yards to go now on second down. They're going to look to throw. He's going to float this one deep right side. And incomplete there. A nice hit. Jars the ball free and brings up 3rd down. Seems like this defense, especially the secondary, has really been contesting about every throw in this first half.
Remind me of a good half-court defensive basketball team. Every time a pass is thrown, they're right there in good defensive position, able to affect the play.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And he's going to go down. Back at his own 5-yard line, it's a sack. Demarcus Lawrence in there to take him down and to take us to the 2-minute warning. 2 minutes remain here in the first half. And the Giants send out their punter now as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. He's been a busy man here in this first half as he gets it away. And now Dallas gets set to take the field. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete. Now hold everything here. We're going to get a timeout by the offense, as he'll get a chance to talk it over after picking up the first down. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he's going to be stopped up at about the 47-yard line. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
Well, he hasn't made much of an impact in the running game thus far, and after that last run, not much is going to change in that area.
He hasn't been able to get anything going, and really the offensive line not helping him much. Now Prescott under pressure, and he will go down. Sacked back at the 46. And now the Giants will stop play as they take a timeout defensively, as they'll talk it over here before what will be an important third down. The Cowboys going to use their second timeout now, as they'll talk it over here before what will be an important third down. Out of the gun, here's Prescott. And this is going to be incomplete.
When I watched that play, I thought about what my coaches had told me in the past. The biggest teaching point, get your head around. Locate the football so you can make a play on it while it's in the air. That's exactly what he did there. That was nice.
On is the punt team now as this one's sent away. Fielded at the 20. A good return there. Call it 13 yards. And possession will switch hands, 1st and 10. And New York set to take the field. The crowd may be losing just a little bit of the edge after back-to-back punts.
They want some big plays. They want to see some offense. They want to see somebody break away, whether it's through the air or on the ground. Now it'll be interesting to see where the patience is on both sides. Each head coach, can you hang in there and not try and force something that could put your team in some jeopardy?
Tough running there. That's a hard-earned 4 yards.
Yeah, those are the unsung kind of runs. They don't fill up the stat sheet, but they do set you up in good position on 2nd down.
Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. And for the 3rd time here in this half, it's intercepted. Picked up by the linebacker, Jalen Smith. And the return will be stopped at the 34-yard line. So that is 3 interceptions now in this first half. And you hate to ask the question, but here, let's be honest. We're thinking about it. Do you need to go in a different direction next series?
Potentially. We know that he's probably not going to be on the Pro Bowl ballot. That's not really his stature here. But he has been their starting quarterback for this game. So they've got to weigh things about who's behind him. Do they think he can snap it back into gear? Maybe change up the play calling to help him out a little bit.
Looking to throw. Prescott. And the giant rush gets home as down he goes. And before this 2nd down play, we'll get a whistle, a signal, and a timeout, as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half. Sacks, a growing theme in this first half. This is 2nd and long. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he's going to get it down to the 33-yard line here. That one good for 10 yards. And all of a sudden here, it's 3rd down.
It looks like they caught him off guard on 2nd and very long by running the football. All right, we always talk about tendency breakers and counters and doing things opposite the grain. And that
is caught. Touchdown, Cowboys. 2 first-half touchdown passes now for Dak Prescott. And the Cowboys will add on to their lead. And that'll give them a 2-score lead here, but I'm looking ahead. They just want to hold it for the final moments here of the 2nd quarter. They don't want to give up anything on the other side.
No, not at all, because if they don't, it almost had the feel of an imposing their will score. And right now, they want to make sure they keep that and carry it into the 2nd half.
The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. Raven now on the return. And he's got room.
In just about every special teams meeting, there's a discussion with the punter about his importance. Why? He can flip the field for your team defensively, move it deep into their own territory, or if you're backed up on offense, and he can hit a big punt and change field position and help his defense. In this case, though, field position got flipped by the return team. You can do it so many different ways on special teams.
And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off by the linebacker, Sean Lee. And his guys have got it back at the closing stages of the first half. Likely time for one final snap as they start out 1st and 10. They start on the ground with Elliott. And he'll be brought down just shy of the 45. So we have come to halftime here in Dallas with the Cowboys out in front. As we send you on over to Orlando for Jonathan Coachman in our EA Sports Halftime Report. Take it away, Coach. Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And he is out of bounds as they'll start up past the 30. Here's the Giant offense now making their way back out onto the field. They come out here with a 0 on the scoreboard. What was said in that locker room? That's what I want to know.
I would love to have been in there because we often have the feeling that there's a lot of shouting, screaming, people upset. But typically, halftime locker rooms are a lot more clinical than that. And in this case, are they upset that the plays weren't working because of execution, or did they think they were just bad plays to call?
Yeah.
We'll find out pretty quickly here if they feel like they had something going, but they just need to do it a little bit better or not.
We'll find out. That one goes for 24 yards. Well led on 1st down. Looking left side, and he's got a man. It's Shepard. Give him 30 yards there.
Not only have they completed a couple on this drive, but they peeled off some pretty good chunks of yardage, too.
Absolutely. Great start. 2 nice plays in the pass game. Now can they continue to feed off that? So how about this for field position after the big play? Inside the 15 now as they come up on 1st and 10. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he couldn't quite get there. Tackled down at the 1. 12 more yards there and another 1st down.
Would you say this offense is locked in right now?
They're having no trouble on this drive. What is it, 3 plays, 3 first downs?
Yeah, you talk about on the march. They keep this up, they'll get to that end zone real fast.
So 3 plays, already 1st and goal, and they are wasting little time. They come out here in the eye. And no signal, but I don't think he got the surge behind center. No, he's going to be kept out of the end zone. No gain there as he kept it himself at 2nd down. Another shot from the 1 on 2nd and goal. He's going to get it running right. And he is in. Touchdown, New York. Corey Grant, his first touchdown on the year. And the Giants able to get this back within a touchdown. That's a score you felt they had to have here in the 3rd quarter to get back in this game.
And you know that there was an emphasis on their side. Hey, we know this. We know where we are. But sometimes that binds you up so much that you try too hard, you don't get this score. A perfect combination of urgency, yet relaxed enough to get it done.
Rosas now to kick this one away. Fielded about a yard deep. And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get it up to the 29-yard line. The Cowboys offense now, they head out for their first possession of the 2nd half. So Prescott of the Cowboys now with a 1st and 10, just shy of the 30.
Here we go. 4-8. Here we go. 46. 26.
They'll try and get the running game going with Elliott. And room to run as he's up past the 35-yard line. 7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 3.
Well, no matter how they phrase it, staying on schedule, staying ahead of the sticks, whatever you want to call it, 7 yards on 1st down, that fits the bill.
To throw is Prescott. He's going to loft one deep left side here. And both guys were there, but it falls incomplete.
We've seen good cover skills on display throughout this game, really from both teams. And there's another nice example there of them making it difficult to complete a pass.
The Cowboys on 3rd down. Just 1 for 5 to this point. Here it's 3rd and 3. From the shotgun, it's Prescott. He's going to look deep down the field into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked by Tarvarius Moore. And a great move again. And he will score. Touchdown, Giants. Well, when both guys went up for the ball, I just thought, who's going to come down with it? I didn't think he'd come down with it and then take it all the way for a touchdown.
That's battling, isn't it? Because normally, if both guys go up for it and come down with it, the tie goes to the offense. The defensive player didn't want it to be a tie at all. He wanted a little bit more, took it, and went the other direction.
Rosas good with the extra point, and that will put them on top here in the 3rd. This is fielded at the goal line. They'll bring it back to just about the 25, call it the 24-yard line. And now Dallas gets set to take the field. And they just had that pick 6. I guess the only positive maybe of them returning that for a touchdown. This offense right back out onto the field to try to make up for it.
I like that because now it doesn't give them a chance to go to the bench and really settle. You know, to sit there and kind of seethe over the idea that they turned the ball over previously. Right back out there. It's almost like hopping right back on the bike after falling over. See if they can get the ball moving again.
Yeah, we'll see if they can do it here. That play going for 16 yards to start the drive. 1st down. So quickly all the way up at the 40-yard line. They keep on the ground with Elliott. And he takes it past the 45 and down at the 46. He'll get a nice chunk there on the 1st down run, and it's 2nd and 4.
Let's talk about football 101 here because one of the keys to advancing the ball downfield, success on 1st down. Huge difference, as we know, between 2nd and 4 and 2nd and 8 and 9.
Here's Prescott. And that is incomplete. Janoris Jenkins with good coverage that time as he was able to get in there and knock it away.
Martin, I think it's high time to get him some passes that he's comfortable with, some easy throws, some completions. He's not even hitting at 50% thus far.
Well, certainly that has played a big role into why they are trailing right now. Off play action to Elliott. Here's Prescott. And he's got it to Hearns. And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25. That one goes for 29 yards on 3rd down. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he stopped immediately there. Officially no gain on the play, and it's 2nd down. And he got off the end there very quickly to make that play.
Yeah, it was almost like the bullet train, wasn't it? I mean, just zoom. Quick, quick, quick. And what a terrific play, holding them to no gain.
The stop for no gain brings up 2nd and 10 from the 20. Prescott from the gun. Letting one go deep for the... And this is caught for a Cowboy touchdown. 3 touchdown passes now for Dak Prescott. And the Cowboys are in for 6. So Dak will bring the Cowboys up to go for the 2-point try. Here's Prescott. This is caught. And he is not going to make it to the goal line. So the defense holds, and this remains a 5-point game. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. This is taken near the 13. And they'll have good starting field position as he's up just shy of the 40. And the Giants ready to come out now. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked. But you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
They begin the drive with Williams. And he takes this up right near the 45-yard line. It's a 6-yard pickup, but it gets him to 2nd and 4.
Sometimes with the running game, you've just got to stick with it. Look, it's the 3rd quarter, no time to panic. But that also doesn't mean you just do it the same way you've been doing it the entire ball game. Maybe change up some blocking assignments or run a few different plays, but stay with the overall essence of the running game.
All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56.
Lauletta looking to throw on 2nd down. He's going to loft one deep left side here. Trying to get it to Beckham, and it's intercepted. Picked off inside the 5. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
I tell you, Brandon, it seems like this guy's been all over the field so far. That's his 2nd interception of the game. And so much of playing defense in the NFL, especially when it comes to defending the pass, is all about positioning and technique. And this is fantastic work on both fronts there.
Here's Elliott. And a short gain here as he gets it up only to about the 6. Give him a couple on the carry there, 2nd and 8.
That first down play, all you want to do is wedge out any type of space and try and create enough room. If you have to run the punter out there, he can successfully complete the punt.
Yeah, didn't get a ton there, but at least some positive yardage. On 2nd down, Elliott. And he'll be hit and dropped for a loss at the 5-yard line. And they'll lose a yard that time, and that's going to lead to a 3rd down.
I know they've got to be careful not to go to the well too often, but it's a fine line, isn't it? Because sometimes, if you've got success, you want to just keep pounding away.
But no success there. They rallied quickly on the defensive end. The Cowboys on 3rd down, lacking much success, just 2 for 7 to this point. This is 3rd and 9. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll go down for a loss inside his own 5 at the 4.
Not the result they were looking for there on 3rd down. They end up taking a loss on the play. Only person happy now, the punter. Gets to go out there and show Mom that he gets to play in the game.
And he gets this away, and look at this. This is a good one. Now they can breathe a little easier, some room to operate as they've got it 1st and 10 now out past the 20. Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. He's going to let it go again. So they took a shot on 1st down but couldn't connect.
The frustration is definitely setting in because they've thrown it to him over and over, unable to come up with a catch thus far.
I think he knew he would have his challenges against his secondary. I don't think he saw a goose egg at this point in the game. A lone second remains now in this 3rd quarter. Now a play fake, and it's Lauletta. He'll let it go deep for Beckham. And that one incomplete. They try to sneak in a deep ball with the clock running down, but to no avail as time will expire on this third quarter of play. The Giants on third down. They've only converted once in 4 tries. This is 3rd and 10.
Gone!
Out of the gun, Lauletta. And he couldn't hang on to it through the contact. Incomplete.
There's no secret who they were trying to get the football to.
Well, no, they went to him on 1st down, 2nd down, 3rd down, all 3 incomplete.
Yeah, and when you're unable to connect and you force it in that direction, all you're doing is giving confidence to the defense. They feel like they're really hurting you in a big way.
And now Dallas gets set to take the field. And a tight game after punting last time. See if they can get something going on this drive.
As they head to the field now, with the game this close, you've got to feel there's a sense of urgency for them going on offense right now. But they have to do it without letting panic creep in and affect their play.
Here we go. 47, 47. 46.
Prescott looks to throw on first. And it's a short one here, complete to the tight end. And he's able to take this one up to the 35-yard line. 5 yards on the catch there, brings up 2nd down.
I got the sense that the defense created a little momentum for them there, didn't they?
Did their job, forced the punt. Now, nice start to the drive. Offense has to do their part.
Yeah, they certainly do, but what a great start for them. They've got to go thank the guys on D.
2nd and 5 after the 5-yard completion on 1st down. The give is to Elliott, and he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. They'll lose a yard, and it brings up 3rd.
Now, obviously, that's some good work there defensively, being able to stop them and bringing up a key 3rd down. But if you're on the offensive side of the ball, there's an opportunity, because I know what defensive guys are thinking right now. Just stop them, get to the ball. That means they might not be sound defensively. There could be some opportunities.
And you said key 3rd down. Highlight that word. Put it in bold. Here we go. Man open left side. It's Williams. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. A gain of 13 and also the 1st down. They go back to Elliott. He's been busy. And this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage on the play back at the 46. It's a loss of a yard there, and now 2nd down. A 2nd down throw for Prescott. And his throw here's incomplete. He was looking for Daniels that time, and it's 3rd down.
Brandon, it looked like he had his hands on it for a moment, but let's face it, that was going to be a tough catch all the way because of the presence of the defense right there as he was trying to haul it in.
Yeah, nice job to force the incompletion. The Cowboys on 3rd down. They've converted a 1/3 of their opportunities, 3 for 9. This is 3rd and 11. Prescott. Airing it out for Hurns. And incomplete. He can't hang on. Would have been a nice catch. Instead, it brings up a 4th down.
There's definitely contact there, but it's the 4th quarter of a kind of tight game, and sometimes the officials just say, let them play. Kind of like your mom used to with you and your brothers. Just take the broom to you and send you out to the backyard and tell you to settle it yourselves.
I like that, yeah. There was contact. I don't know, like you said, enough to warrant the flag. It was close, though. And he deserves a bronze leg as he gets this one away. And this will hit just beyond the goal line as it's into the end zone for a touchback. Here's the Giant offense now as they get ready to take over here. These guys had to punt their last possession, and that's become too familiar of a refrain. Too many of these drives just wound up going nowhere.
But you know how in baseball, when the pitcher gets a base hit and he's on base, they bring his jacket out to him to keep him warm? A lot of times the punter goes to the sideline, puts on sweatpants or a wrap over his leg to keep it warm. He might need a massage from the trainer right now from all the work he's getting.
There he goes, left side. And he just falls short down at the 1-yard line. It's a big-time play there for the G-men. 79 yards. Only way to get the lead here, of course, with a touchdown. And that's what they're gunning for on 1st and goal. They'll run it with Williams. And he takes it into the end zone for a Giant TD. Damian Williams, his 5th touchdown now on the year. And the G-men have taken the lead here in the 4th. All right, now a big 2-point conversion attempt still to come.
Detroit! Detroit!
Back to throw, Loletta. And he's got it. So the 2-point conversion is good, and they add on to their 4th quarter lead. Rosas now to kick this one away. That's fielded in the end zone. And he will be brought down here at about the 17-yard line. And now Dallas gets set to take the field. They punted last time they had it. What steps, Charles, you think they have to take to make sure they don't do that again?
Well, let's just go to the football 101, the trade expression 101. Win first down. Make 5, 6, 7 yards on first down and make it a 2nd and 3, 2nd and manageable. Keep accumulating first downs that way. Keep moving the football. You don't want to get behind the sticks because then the defense has the advantage.
He's going to float this one deep right. And he's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. Picked off by Landon Collins. And a huge return as he'll take this one all the way down inside the 30-yard line. He was looking for Daniels that time. Boy, what a turnaround. They exited the lockers with a nice lead, and now all of this. What's happened?
So when you start to write your novel, you'll start out with, it was a tale of 2 halves, won't you?
Hey, but I'm a bad writer.
I don't know exactly what happened because sometimes teams can go in with a lead and get too comfortable, too relaxed, and a couple of things go wrong.
And he's got his man. Beckham. Touchdown, Giants. Beckham, his 6th touchdown of the season. And the Giants use the short field to their advantage as they cash in for 6. Rosas to add the extra point. PAT up and good by Rosas. And the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. Rosas now to kick this one away. That'll be taken in the end zone. And he'll probably wish he'd reconsidered here. It will cost him 10 yards as he's down at the 15.
Well, conventional football 101, tells us if you don't get it back to the 20-yard line on a kickoff return, that's a disappointment. But some of these special teams coaches, with approval by the head coach, they give them full authority to go ahead and bring it out and try to be aggressive, almost what we call the green light, red light theory. Green light means go, red light means stop. Looks like he had green on that play.
So out come the Cowboys now as their offense gets set to take over. And last time wasn't pretty. One play and an interception. We'll see if they can do better.
I want to see if they want to go ahead and throw the ball again now on this drive after what happened on the last one. Throw it on the first play. Give the quarterback some confidence.
See what happens. A gain of 6 there on first.
This possession means so much for them. They've got to focus on this drive and find a way to make this a one-possession game.
Yes.
Got to get a score.
Yeah, so good with a field goal. Don't necessarily need a touchdown. 6 yards was the pickup on the last completion, so here's 2nd and 4. Prescott to throw it. He's going to wind up and air it out. And he's unable to grab it. Thought he might have had position, couldn't hold on. 3rd down. I know he wants to get his team back in the game, but a 50-50 ball right there that maybe was a little questionable.
Yeah, he's pretty lucky to get that one back. I think that sometimes these quarterbacks play with a lot of confidence that borders on arrogance, and that can put your team in some Dutch.
Yeah, especially maybe want to look at some safer routes after the interception he had that ended their last drive. Now a shot taken on 3rd down, but it's going to wind up incomplete. And incomplete. The contact made the ball roam free and brings up 4th down. And they're indeed going to go for it here on 4th down. So trailing here in the last quarter. Let's see how this plays out. As expected, they're going for it to keep the drive alive. And no, it's incomplete. Boy, it looked like he had it and dropped it. And the Giants are going to take over in great field position. And now out come the Giants. But they can thank their defense for another stop. And now look at the score, where they've got the football. They're looking pretty good.
They're looking excellent because now you're thinking to yourself, let's just take some time off the clock. Work it down. And, of course, you put another touchdown on the board, you pretty much say bye-bye to this one.
Play calling here can be a little bit more conservative because of the lead. And he's got his man. Beckham. Touchdown, Giants. Odell Beckham with his 2nd touchdown of the game, number 7 on the year. And the Giants add on to their lead. Rosas good with the extra point. And the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. Rosas now to kick this one away. That's fielded in the end zone. And the decision to bring it out, a good one, as he's up a yard or two shy of the 30. And now Dallas gets set to take the field. And last time this unit was out here, costly turnover, and then that turned into 6 points. They've got to make amends.
And how many times have we sat in meetings with coaches and they use the term complementary football? Offense take care of the defense, defense take care of the offense. That didn't happen on the last possession. This is a chance for them to pick themselves back up and help their team.
Yeah, we'll see if they can recoup and recover. And he takes us beyond the 35 before going out of bounds. It'll be a gain of 10 to start the drive out, and by a few inches, that'll be a 1st down.
Looks to me, partner, like he's learned a little bit because earlier in the game, I think he was trying to force a lot of throws into some windows that just weren't open.
Yeah, the interceptions had plagued him, especially a 2nd interception, really a bad throw. So maybe a better decision there.
Yeah, no doubt about it. I think he learned from earlier in the game, and he's applying it now.
His throw incomplete. He started out having some troubles back in the first half connecting with his receivers. Really hasn't gotten a whole lot better.
Yeah, he's at less than 50%, and you and I both know that just won't do. So I would think about spreading things out, putting it on the receivers, make them win those one-on-one battles on the perimeter and find their way open.
They work again from the 38 on 2nd and 10. Throwing again. Prescott on 2nd and 10. Got his man complete over the middle. It's Elliott. And he'll work it across midfield inside the 45. He got 18 yards out of that one, and it gets him a new set of downs. So the drive takes him into Giants territory now. 1st and 10 at the 44-yard line. Throwing. Prescott. And he can't get away from the pressure. The Giants get there. Damon Harrison in there to drop him for his 11th sack of the year. Now following the sack, they'll look to make amends on a 2nd down and 17. Prescott now. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off by Alec Ogletree. And the return stops just a little bit shy of midfield at the 48-yard line.
Well, this defensive pressure has been constant all game long. The pass rush, the coverage, they've all been excellent, and now they'll tack on an interception here as this one continues to slip just further and further out of hand.
Now they'll run it on the toss. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. Now a handoff. Here's Williams. Oh, and now he bowls him over. Shedding the tackler that gives him some room. A big chunk of yardage there, 37 yards.
Sometimes those lines that are drawn on a grease board or in a playbook, they come to life out on the field, don't they? And we just saw that on that outside handoff to the right.
That right tackle, he gets excited for that call, doesn't he?
He does, because he just wants to dominate his guy and say, listen, I was the point of attack. I took care of business. That's why you're able to get downfield and add all those yards to your total.
Yeah, really nice gain there. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3.
Gun! Detroit! Detroit!
Instead of a run, Lauletta wants to throw it. That's complete right around the 8. And he fumbled it. It's on the ground. And that is going to skip out of bounds. So a break there for sure. They'll hold on to the possession at the 5-yard line. They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And he will take it on in for a giant touchdown. Corey Grant with 2 touchdowns on the season, both in this game. And the Giants are able to grow their lead. PAT up and good by Rosas. And the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. Rosas now to kick this one away. This is fielded at the goal line. And he'll get this just up past the 20, but a marker is down. Let's get the call. They were trying to create some space to run. They created the penalty.
And you work on it so much. You work on it so hard. But it's tough to simulate game speed in practice. That often runs you into a penalty.
First down, Prescott. And now here is another interception. Picked off by Alec Ogletree. And his guys will take over at the 25-yard line. And that gives him now 3 interceptions in the game.
Well, someone's locked into what they're trying to get done in the passing game. When was the last time we had someone get 3 in a contest?
2011, wasn't it? Kurt Coleman.
Oh, yeah, that's
then
right.
With the Eagles.
That's right. It's then with the Eagles, and I believe it's against Washington and Rex Grossman.
That's correct. And Lauletta's going to throw it here. And nearly picked it off. He had a chance to come down with that in the end zone, but it'll wind up just being incomplete. 4th quarter, you've got the big lead. If you're coaching, Charles, you still taking shots like that downfield?
I'd be a little more concerned with running some clock and making sure you're taking care of the lead, because you keep flinging it around, you throw a couple of picks, you can put yourself in jeopardy.
Now they'll run it on the toss. Open space inside the 10. That good for 19 and a first down.
Do my eyes deceive me, or is he getting stronger as this game moves along?
Burst seems just as good here in the 4th as it was way back in the 1st, doesn't it?
I do believe someone put a lot of time in the offseason and continues to condition during the season in order to continue to carry the ball at this rate.
Here's Lauletta. And he is going to go down. Back at the 11-yard line. Sean Lee coming in hard on the blitz. He gets him down for a loss of 4. Moved back to the 10. They'll try on 2nd and goal here.
All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56. All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56.
They'll fake the handoff. Now Lauletta. And this is going to be intercepted. Picked off Byron Jones.
Oh, man, Brandon, not a real good throw that time. It looked like he tried to put a little too much air under this one, and it turned into a floater. And defensively, this is a dream. He could have fair caught that one. That was way too easy.
Following the interception, here's Prescott. He's going to let it fly. They've got his man complete. They give him a gain of 38. The last drive he threw the pick, but he's not shy. He's going downfield again there.
And you can't be, because if you back off after throwing an interception, your whole game plan just goes right out the window, and it makes things easier for a defense. And you and I both know there's a quarterback in this league that's any good.
And my goodness, another interception. Picked off by Alec Ogletree. And he is going to get this one back to the 20-yard line. And give him now 4 interceptions in this game. That's only the 3rd time this has been done since the year 2000.
I think that tells you how much better teams have gotten at throwing the football. Because if you go all the way back to 1960, 12 times before that, there have been guys who've gotten 4 interceptions or more in a game. I mean, most recently, since 2000, Delta O'Neal and D'Angelo Hall.
They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. And this is caught at the 20. A big play there for the Giants. And with inside of 10 seconds, 8 to be precise, we get whistles and a timeout on the field. 64 yards. That one looks like he'll throw here. And he's going to drop this off to Williams, complete. And a timeout comes in. The whistles blow with 3 seconds remaining.
Well, that was a simple throw and catch, but even with that completion, 0 yards gained, so they're behind schedule on down and distance.
I think they were hoping to get it to him. He could make a man or two miss, but that window closed quickly. That pass play wound up for negative yardage, so here's 2nd and 11. They'll fake it. Now Lauletta. And this will be caught. Well, forget taking the knee. Some late gamesmanship here as they throw for a late touchdown. And for them, this train, it just keeps rolling, doesn't it? Well on their way to yet another victory.
Yeah, it's almost a runaway, isn't it? And you just wonder how anyone could stop this. They got full momentum going, full confidence going. But it's not just their own confidence that is leading them. It's the lack of confidence against their opponents now, because they see them coming and think, we've got no shot to beat this team.
Well, a little drama there at the end, but really this thing was already decided. The late points get scored, and then it ends on the kickoff.
And I'm right there with you, partner. At the end of the game, they knew what they had to do. Just make sure you don't cough up the football at the end. Just take care of it, and victory was theirs, and that's exactly what they did.
So for the Giants, they keep on rolling 10-0 now to start the year. And they'll get another road date next week as their opponents will be the Minnesota Vikings. Meanwhile, for Dallas, add one more loss to the column. That drops them to a woeful 1-9 so far. And they'll try again next week at home against Philadelphia. That'll do it for us. I'm Brandon Gaudin alongside Charles Davis. Thanks to our entire crew as well. We'll talk to you next time. So long, everybody.